body, but I know are here with us in spirit. Thank you. To everyone, yes. We must continue to educate ourselves, the policymakers, all levels of government, about the need to protect our sacred lands, waters, our ancestral territory, all those things that is embodied in our Constitution. Maybe at one point it was a adoption of a foreign concept of government, but that's what we adopted. We still practice our traditions and our cultures are still very strong. Our songs are still very strong, as you see. So with that, coming out of this inaugural speech, because I didn't even know what inaugural speech is supposed to be about. I stand here and tell you a lot of great things. I have so much to share with you. But let's not let the discussion stop here. Let's continue to communicate. Let's continue to talk about these things. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Hopefully there is more good than there is ugly. Last week, I went to the Intertribal Council of Arizona, and it was good to see familiar faces, new faces. Felt like I went back to school. Because the leadership of the tribes of Arizona is strong. The leadership of the tribes of Arizona is united. We may have disagreements, we may have different views and thoughts, but when we come together, as was stated, we are strong. So let us celebrate this day. Let us celebrate this inauguration 2023 by acknowledging one another. I ask you, turn to the person on your right, turn to the person on your left, and tell them thank you. We don't do that enough. We don't give thanks enough, and that's what we're taught to do, give thanks every day, every time. This one kid, when they asked me to say a prayer for the poor, she said, "Is that man that sure prays for a long time?" Because we have to give thanks for everything, right? We have to acknowledge everything that we have. We are honored by your presence here.
Give me 1 second. Thank you, Chairman Jose. Let's give him another round of applause. Next, we want to invite Vice Chairwoman of the Lenape Nation, Carla L. Johnson, to deliver her remarks.
Well, I wish you all can see yourselves. It's a beautiful sight. Well, I definitely do have to read my notes. I'm running on no sleep because I really wanted to perfect this, because I do have a lot to say. And my stomach's rumbling too, so I'll try to work it through for you all. Thank you, and what a pleasure it is to be here with all of you today. It's good touch. I'm Carla Johnson. I'm a member of the Guac community from the Sipuelac district. My mother is Gloria Guiano from the South community in South district. My father is Terry Johnson Sr. from Guac. the Sequoia District. And my pride and joy, my two sons, Joshua Sandoval and Isaiah Sandoval, who also descend from the Navajo Nation. And to their grandmothers that came in from Farmington yesterday, made that long trip, I appreciate you. Thank you. So I also want to thank all the dignitaries, elected officials, and most importantly, nation members, you, my family, for joining us today. I also want to thank Chairman Jose for the opportunity to serve with him on behalf of our great Lenape nation, and especially want to thank my family for their support as we set out on this incredible journey. Today we honor our Lenape nation. Today is a reminder of the strength of you, the people. Today marks a new chapter. But today, like Chairman Jose has said, it's not about him or I. It's about you, your voice, and your will as the people that has led my journey here as your Vice Chairwoman. And as Vice Chairwoman, I want to reiterate that our commitment to building a strong foundation that will promote success for generations to come and fostering a culture of trust at all levels of our administration. Throughout the history of our people, our leaders have protected, motivated, inspired, and challenged us. And I think we plan to continue this legacy. We've proven our strength as Ogden, as a resilient nation, and it will take all of us working together to address our needs and create new stories of success to add to our rich history. When Chairman Jose asked me to join him on this journey of leadership, how could I say no? I've always respected Chairman Jose and always been appreciative of all his support and making me feel like a part of his family. But of course, after agreeing to run with him on this campaign, imposter syndrome would soon set in. Am I good enough? Am I smart enough? Do people like me? So here's my PSA to all of you out there, especially you youth. Oh gosh. Please know that you will always be good enough. You'll always be smart enough in all your endeavors, so be confident in yourself. Just remember, the Creator's on your side. So we began our campaign journey, and a quick shout out to my campaign manager, my mom, Gloria. She stuck by my side and spoke positivity and encouragement to me every step of the way. So from delaying the elders' chair volleyball activities in Strutdog, to brushing off my Spanish in Sonoita, to the beautiful mountains of Huol and Hikuan, and to the beautiful adobe walls of the Babakemi district office, to feeling nostalgic and Biscamo, a place of childhood memories, to more nostalgic and warm feelings to Gachi, who holds a special place in my heart for my own reasons. To the beautiful drive to San Luis, who by the way can serve some mean enchiladas. To Santa Vir for a perfectly executed debate production. And to Sal's, the place of my mother's upbringing and all her stories of simpler times. And then to the home stretch, my community, Guad and Sefueda, a very full circle moment to campaign in front of the matriarch of our Johnson family. And just a few feet away from where I was baptized, which I can still remember as a baby. So here and now, I want to thank you all for opening your communities to us, for the meaningful discussions, for the food, and for changing my life forever. It's been a true honor. So one thing I heard in the beginning of this journey is that no one knows who you are. So I didn't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. I've always just been chipping away at life, minding my business, raising my sons, keeping my head in the books, working hard, and supporting the Ultimately, the journey that has led me here today has proven a couple of things. One, my parents are more popular than me. How's your mom? How's your dad? What's your name? Two, I would not be here without my family. And three, it's time to go to work. You know, celebrating here today at Donaldson High School, it's a reminder of the importance of education for our people's future. We must work together to ensure that our education system meets the needs through adequate funding and continuous program development. Our young people must have the resources that our young people must have the resources to succeed and thrive as students while staying connected to our Alhamdulillah. But education, and I can agree with this wholeheartedly, education is a lifelong journey, so it's critical that our people have the support that they need at every step, no matter what age or what experience you have. I myself am a recipient of our nation's Education Assistance Program, which supported me as I pursued my bachelor's degree and my MBA and most of my ongoing doctoral program from Grand Canyon University. I know that a growing number of our people have similar stories of how education has created opportunities for them. Let's continue that. Whether it's teaching our young people the Auckland language, or developing career skills at a trade school, or pursuing advanced degrees at universities. Education opens doors and can make anything possible. So please remember this. It will be our skilled and educated Auckland that will continue to build a more prosperous and self-sustaining nation. Becoming more self-sufficient means working towards diversified economic development that benefits our communities. This is an issue that's been a focus of my professional career, most recently in my role as CEO for the nation's Economic Development Authority. Increasing economic growth for our nation is a major, ongoing, and never-ending project that will require significant coordination and cooperation among all of us. And I'm talking here on the nation as well as off the nation with our partners. The first step will be designing a long-range planning vision that acknowledges the economic needs and potentials that we have here on the nation. Let's explore that. In the end, it's really about creating jobs for us as members so that we can sustain ourselves, so that we can create opportunities for future generations. And by no means will this be an easy task, but we can make progress if we chip at this each day. But I believe Chairman and I have already committed to working together on solutions that will move us all forward. So, one of the things that Chairman and I have noticed on our campaign trail is a trend and patterns of all the issues and challenges that are being talked about. Healthcare challenges, lack of services, or making ends meet, difficulties in making ends meet. Also, on top of that, we're dealing with healing from COVID, this whole pandemic that we're still suffering from. So we as a people must continue to work together to address these challenges. Every Auckland member should have the opportunity to pursue education they choose, to build a career that provides for them and their family, to have a roof over their head, and to feel safe in their communities. These are goals that we can get to work on and start achieving right now if we work together. But it will require all of us on the same page at every level, from individuals to our communities, to our districts, to legislative council, to executive. With clear communication, careful planning, and commitment to the common good, there is nothing we cannot accomplish for the people if we are united. Because together we are stronger. Juntos somos más fuertes. I want to acknowledge the many volunteer staff and so many others that came together today to make today possible. What we all did, and I won't say we, because we were doing other things, but what the the team did here in a matter of days was both amazing, inspiring, and a true testament to the power of teamwork. So let's keep this spirit going. So let's keep this spirit of unity going in our hearts as we move forward together for the people. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We appreciate and love you all and look forward to all the great things that we're going to work on for you. Thank you. Now let's eat.
We're getting there. We're going to get to the food, I promise. Thank you, Vice Chairwoman Johnson, for sharing your insights. We're going to let you know a couple of things that are happening. First, we're going to have Chloe perform one more time for us, right? She says, sure. So we're going to have Chloe perform for us one more time. Thank you. And then we are going to play a song as the chair and vice chair prepare for a gift ceremony. And then we will have a benediction and a procession out. So we're almost there, guys. Just wanted to give you that. So Chloe, if you could join us on stage one more time for one more song. As she is coming up, I do want to make a couple more quick acknowledgments. Number one, I see Marisol Flores from the governor's office. Will you please stand? Thank you. Presidente de Santa Ana in Mexico. There we are, we're back. I see Miss Thana Autumn Nation Rodeo Queen. You could please stand. And if all royalty could please stand. These are the young women who represent us all over the nation, all over the country, and sometimes internationally. And then Keanu Stevens, the chair of the Thana Autumn Nation Youth Council, will you please stand? And any members of the Thana Autumn Nation Youth Council, please stand. Yes. Thank you so much. And here's Chloe.
But here's another one that also is a mariachi song. I've heard this and it's just one of those songs where it makes you remember your lost loved ones, and I would love to share with you all today this beautiful song.